I sincerely hope Serana's still in that castle. At least she has to be somewhere where we know where she is.
By the 8th. Alright, look. I'll consider it. But I can't just leave this bear to prey on more innocent people. Once it's dealt with, then perhaps I'll see what Isran expects of me.
We have a vampire problem, and you want me to help you defeat a bear. Because there's a dragon in the air, sure, I have absolutely nothing better to do. So here we are. Here, in a cave in the middle of nowhere. Supposedly, with a guy called Gunmar. He didn't seem to dwell on the subject of being called Gunmar. He seemed to be familiar with Isran, so...
Who's that?
We should probably help him out. Did you just say there were one bear? I'll tell you what, 3 bears is far better than 1 dragon. One more bear. Just like that the light goes out, eh? Well, thank you. I almost didn't see that. Is there another one in here? A wooden club. No. I'm carrying a lot of dragon bones on me, though. I'm sure to be getting rid of those shortly. Ah, here. Take that. I'll take it. Looks kind of fresh. And look at that. An ebony bow just lying around. I'm not even going to take it. Such is the world I now live in. If I was to do any contract now, any quick job, I would take money out of principle for our worth for that labour. For all of us. I would not take it for any kind of financial gain, though. It would be out of complete principle. And this... it has no value to me. It's crazy, that. Maybe we should take it and redistribute it to the poor. No, go bleeding find it their bloody selves, although, what just... was that you, Jazargo? Trying to hurry me back on? I'm listening. All I could do with trimming some of these. Might restore stamina potions, if I remember correctly. That almost like a heartstone. Gunmar, then.
Don't know how well I'd have managed by myself. You have my thanks. You've helped me, so I suppose the least I can do is find out what Isran wants. He's still at that fort near Stendar's beacon, I assume.
How did... firstly, I'm pretty sure you would have been completely fine with those 3 or 4 bears, considering now you're now sticking out of the rear orifice of one of them, as if it's completely normal and fine. I suppose you can get yourself a bit of a wash afterwards, but details. How did you know where he is?
If Isran is anything, he's stubborn. He's been working on that place for years now. Never lets anyone in. His own little fortress. Well, I guess I'll get to see what he's been up to all this time. I'll meet you there.
Sure, that marks time, that, though. As in, Isran left the Vigilance years ago, because he's been working on that fort for years, unless it was like a side project, but a fort of that size? That is no side project, is it? Right, before I get outside, I'm going to put the plan in motion, because we're going to be moving pretty quickly, because there's a dragon on the horizon. I'm going to follow the border to the Reach. I'm going to stay in Hjalmarch for as long as I physically can. So I'm probably going to go to Dragon Bridge and take the road west from there, tracing along the border here. I mean, this is accurate. It's accurate to this year. So I'll trace it down, and I'm probably going to go down to the Gelia River on the side of Hjalmarch, probably, and see where I can get from there. Judging by the border here, I might have a pretty decent chance of not going into the Reach any further than I need to. Right. Get away from this waterfall so I can actually hear the dragon. Oh, where is it?
I am here for you.
Any thoughts?
I'm thinking you look ill.
Again?
Okay, let us get back to it.
Did you give me another potion of cure disease? You know me enough by now. If I look ill, I believe you. I think I do. Don't I? Another potion of cure disease? No, I don't. Not I can find. I'll take your word on that, Inigo. I'll find a shrine. It worked for you, it'll work for me. Right. I'm still not seeing this dragon. It's probably on the other side of the range there, so let's not go over that way. Now. Tell you what. Let's go meet up with the main road. Then it's a route straight through to Dragon's Bridge. And then, theoretically, it's a straightforward route west to where I need to be going. Here it is. Got foot traffic on the road, though. And very soon, I imagine I will not need this candlelight. Seen Elven Glass. Seen a lot of it in my time. Which means fort's there. Yeah, I'm on the right way. Any blue flowers I must stop and pick, no matter how inconvenient or far out the way. This is going to be one hell of a mixing pot. You got us lot, you got some Thalmor, and you got you lot.
Your day.
Oh. I'm just confused. Ow! Oh, you can go down. You. Why do I feel bad? And you. Get some shots on. And... Ow. I swear I spend most of my time these days just getting hit by things. You guys are getting too good. Dodging my blows. Only takes one though. You enjoyed that. I can tell. I mean, you could breathe on our skeleton and it'll fall over, mate, so there's no need for the theatrics, but I understand it. You got a bloody big hammer. Well. That's how this mixing pot ended. We got caught up in it all, and the Thalmor walk on. Fair enough. What a nice way to get the blood flowing on the morning, eh? Especially when it's flowing inside your own veins instead of on the floor somewhere. See if I can't get any bone meal before I leave, and I could... Oh, there's one more of you. At least. Pardon me. You're telling me? To the high road. Any more bodies to be aware of? I've seen a lot of training dummies. Up there? Good at it. How are we feeling? Clear? At least the exterior. Alright, well, cover me while I get a hand on this. Then we should be back on our merry way up the road. Judging by where the Thalmor are heading, and because it's solitude, that we'll be going up the Dragon Bridge. So, gotta concentrate, Norton. There we go. Yeah. Fine. I know the market value of that, so I'm not going to let that slip away, even though I'll probably let more valuable things slip away because I think there's one thing we've established, is I'm a massive hypocrite in more than one sense, so, hey, let's embrace it. Is there more of you? I mean, I'm not really surprised. What else should one expect from Skyrim's capital city? Oh dear. Tell you what, quite the dawn though, look at that. Do I? Should I stop off for some water? May as well. I mean, after all, I don't think I have any water on me. I need some food as well. I'm running short. At least they have the funds necessary to resupply my lack of supplies. I'll talk to you later. Although I wasn't aware I walked into your bedroom, love. Is there an innkeeper here?
Yes?
Nothing. Innkeeper?
Are you feeling sick?
One of you? Please, please, in your own time. What you got for sale?
Take a look.
Okay. Ooh, what's that? I kind of want to refill my water as opposed to buying more. Tell you what though, have some of that. Argonian blood wine? Have I had that before? If I have, it was a very, very, very long time ago. Probably before I even met you in ago. Sure. Have some of that. I'll have that.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, it has, hasn't it?
Yes.
Nothing.
I...
Aye. Now, where is she? Is she in here? I can't find her. Up here? Hey, up you. Different coloured hair. Right. Ladies of the night. It's a shame it's the morning then, isn't it? Go on, guys. What are this lot doing? Is that dog following them or going over? And who are you?
I don't know what you have been told. A friend is worth more than gold. I'd rather be poor with a friend at my side than be alone and oversupplied.
I don't have to ask for it these days. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am. Inigo, you are a treat to have around. You know that, though. But I feel I had the need to say it every time. I'll never take you for granted. Let's have some of this Argonian blood wine. Could be Argonian blood piss for all I know. Not terrible. You gotta tell it's Argonian, though. I wonder if I'll be able to tell that in a blind test. You red guards. Hold up
You are amusing yourself.
rather
yes?
well. Since I made you a grave, you at least have the decency to stay in it. Even the horse is still there. Who'd have thought? Right, I am going the wrong way. Touch base in Dragon's Bridge. Dragon Bridge or Dragon's Bridge? Dragon Bridge. Touch base in there and then head west into the mountain range there. I believe there is a route up, if I remember right, just next to the lumber mill. Okay, I will do that. Any blue flowers? Oh. No. Yes. But also on this journey, over to find, what it, Serene something odd? Gerard? Something along that. I kind of ponder the questions I had fizzing all over my mind when I was confronted with Serana's father, that Lord Harkin. Lord Harkin didn't seem to be very fond of Serana's mother, judging by his tone. Fair enough. The Elder Scroll he proclaimed was his. Yes, that is a alarm bell ringing away right there. And what else? Well, there's also the obvious. What he turned into. His form that he shifted into. Excuse me. Come on, have a go. I'm just about to contract to something else though. I should really go to a shrine. I probably just missed my opportunity though. Is that another bear? You know, when I was a vampire back in my day, not that I look back on it very fondly,
Let's get this over with.
I was sure I had several hundred bodies to my name, as in feasted on, before they died or afterwards. And well, I went through a transformation of which I thought I couldn't get help with. But looking at them, Harkin and his lot there, could all of them there transform into that? Good aim. I'm assuming so. He said they were an ancient order. Are they a different bloodline than traditional vampires? Or what? Is it a different kind of disease it comes from? I'm not sure. Have I strayed into the Reach? Okay, well, let's stay out here in the sticks then. Keep our guard up. That's definitely a Forsworn camp. I could really do with finding those Forsworn... I've forgotten the names of them, that are irrelevant. But the names of the Forsworn people I broke out of Markarth prison with. I could really do with finding them and ask what really happened in Markarth, because it was such a daze, not just because I was injured, but also because of the madness of what happened there, that I'm honestly not sure what happened there. Was there a coup d'etat on the current governing body? If so, does that mean my bounty down there will be cancelled out? Maybe it's wishful thinking? It could well be that way. I have no way to know. I'm not going to go back there and check in a hurry. Certainly. Is that the same dog from earlier? What's up? You trying to bite me? Why are you trying to bite me? There are some cats here. If you dare chomp into one of those legs, I will cut your head off. I'm friendly with animals until you start screwing with mine. Right. Now, is this the... judging by the landmarks here, and the mouth of the river up there, I'm thinking this is the Gelir River. Might as well go along to the border and start from there, judging by Isran's markings. Don't get wet. Right. Not sure where roughly the border is, but any tents, anything like that, let's just head straight to... Hi there, have you seen a Serene Gerard?
One, and I can get back to work. Where are they?
Have you?
You haven't seen a sack full of dwarven gyros lying around, have you? I'd swear I left it right here. Do you think mud crabs might have taken it? I saw one the other day. Wouldn't be surprised if it followed me here. Just look around, will you?
It's just gonna be one of these things. I do something for you, you do something for me. It certainly seems that way so far. Especially with this Gunmar fella. Do you know a Serene Gerard? A guy called Isran asked me to find her.
Isran? Wants me?
You?
No, you must be mistaken. He made it exceedingly clear the last time we spoke that he had no interest in my help.
I've been hearing that,
Hard to
actually.
believe he's changed his mind. He said some very hurtful things to me before I left. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
Have you got a plan for today, or are we just playing it by ear?
I think I did have a plan for today. I was going to bring back Serene Gerard as well as Gunmar, but now I've heard about them having a falling out. This is tasty. You had a falling out, did you? Care to share?
Yes, that was my point. I felt it was rather clear. Look, what is it you want from me?
Fine. There's well, in the main cities of Skyrim, there's been a big vampire threat. There's been all kinds of attacks, and we figure... Ow! Something's nipping me.
Good day.
Come back.
Mud crabs want with my satchel anyway.
I don't know.
What's wrong? No, I find it hard to believe. Anyway, I'm quite happy in my current pursuits. So if you'll excuse me...
No, you're not going to try walk off again, or else I'm going to grab your arm, and we're going to get physical. Vampires threaten all of Skyrim. We need your help. There's a cult of them northwest of Solitude. I don't know why I'm telling you the details. I just think I need to keep saying it to myself again and again out loud. Come on. The vampire threat was enough for Gunmar. Surely it's enough for you. Especially knowing your history of Isran.
Vampires? Really? Oh, and I suppose now he remembers that I proposed no less than 3 different scenarios that involved vampires overrunning the population. Well, what are they up to?
Well, I don't doubt it. Let's not go around mentioning this Elder Scroll. I think I could probably convince her with the Elder Scroll, considering she's looking for gyros. She's quite interested in the history of the place and artifacts to do with it. But I think I've got enough to get her on side already. So let's not go mentioning things that we don't need to and create scenarios and complications that we don't need to.
In case you haven't noticed, Isran is always concerned about something. That's what got us working together in the first place. Still, if he sent you to find me, it may actually be pretty bad. All right. If nothing else, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to learn more about what's going on so I can better defend myself. But I'm not just going to abandon what I've been working on here. It's too useful. I need at least 1 intact dwarven gyro. So either I need to find the satchel those mud crabs stole, or I need another gyro from someplace. You wouldn't happen to have one, would you?
Let me check my backpack. I can't seem to find one, so, go to the ford.
I'm sorry, but I'm not about to do that without at least a single gyro to show for my efforts.
Oh, you are a stubborn cow, you. I can see why Isran and you had a falling out to begin with.
Farewell.
Farewell. Do you guys have any gyros?
What would mud crabs want with my satchel anyway?
I've no idea. I don't even care to know. Is that... Oh, thank goodness. At least it was easy. At least I can pretend to actually... Hello?
Just 1 gyro. 1, and I can get back to work. Where are they?
How about 7 of them?
I understand. A single gyro would be enough, I think.
Just...
Thank you. It's not much, but this will help a great deal with some things I've been researching. Now, where is it Isran expects me to go?
Southwest of Riften. Fort Dawnguard, I'm sure you know it.
Ah, been working more on his secret hideout, has he? It'll be interesting to see how much progress he's made. I'll finish up here and head in that direction as soon as I can. See you there. Good day.
You've not only been stubbornly difficult, you're awfully slow as well, in between everything you say.
Guess I'll see you at Fort Dawnguard.
Yes, I can see why you and Isran had a disagreement. It's not all on Isran, believe it or not. So I found them both. Look at that. I actually found them both. So now, I suppose I should just be heading straight back there, shouldn't I? I may as well. And to do that, I'd consider going down to Markarth, but it's a no-go zone at the moment. So I'm going to make my way back to Dragonbridge, head up by the Statue to Meridia, get the cart, and head on another long journey down there. At this rate, it's going to get so repetitive that I may as well go grab a boat just for a change of scenery. Right, that way I need to be going. That way it is. Huh. What's it ready to remember what happened the last time walking down this road? And here? Came here, didn't I? Yeah, those desperate bandits who fought to guard a chest had bugger all in. Probably didn't have bugger all in, but it may as well have because I can't remember it. On the carts, I've been pondering... On the cart, I've been pondering why I haven't, lost my discipline and taken my cats here and gone and ram-raided the castle that Serana's in. Go and take her back. Who are you? What is going on?
I'll kill you if I have to.
Hey, is that a...
Takes care of that.
This dust isn't ash, I mean burnt alive, is it? No. Oh. Oh, just... And you are...
It's done then. We've been chasing that fiend for a long time.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm infected or anything, but I'm working with the Dawnguard, and I may have contracted a disease here and there on my travels. Can you just like cure any and all diseases in general? I mean, I've been fighting with wolves and Akatosh knows what else. So, can you help me out? Because I don't have a potion to cure disease on me, and I did pop into Riften to refill my water, but I neglected to visit a shrine. Can you help me out with that?
Stendar's light purify you of your ills. Stendar be with you.
With efficiency like that, I can see why you're chasing people around all over the place because of Stendar. Is that a price worth paying? To store all my artifacts away and pretend to be a goody two-shoes? Maybe not. Anyway. Yes, I had debated running back and breaking down the door of that castle, grabbing Serana, shoving her on my shoulder with my hand not on her but on the Elder Scroll, and then just running off. But then I'm thinking, we'd be far outnumbered there. I mean, they are just vampires. For the longest time, I just thought she was just like a run-of-the-mill vampire. But if her father's one of those vampires, whether it's further down the normal vampire bloodline, or not the bloodline, like the more feasts people have, or they have, the more powerful they get, or whether it's a different bloodline altogether, a different strain, I have no idea. But if she can turn into that, then we'd be in a lot of trouble. If everyone else in there can turn into that, then we are history. So maybe we will get to do that one day, but it will be with a lot more men at our backs. Yes, indeed. Now,
Mind you do not step in a rabbit burrow. They are easy to miss in the dark.
now I've been cured of all my ailments. I think the last thing I need is to get my leg stuck in one of those and break it. This truly is a night for pondering. So, Serene Gerard, Gunmar, 2 more people to the ranks. There are a few people already there. I've only got really talking to the person standing at the gate and the new kid who came in with me that one time. There are other people in there, though. There are some dogs. Are there enough people to take on the garrison, shall we call it, at that castle? Absolutely not. Presuming the worst case scenario that all those vampires are those... whatever they are. It's a shame I didn't get to ask Serana about it. The situation seemed to change and more questions popped up than I could get answers to, in the same time that she walks to be with her father and her, what, brethren? And we just handed her over. I've been dwelling on this for days now, haven't I? I suppose at this point I've just got to take everything at face value. This is new. Everyone through. Are you manning this cordon now, are you?
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who am I? You're that one from the college. Heard about you.
I'm happy you said it with that intonation. Because you're the one from the college. Heard about you. And then I'll be proper effing and blinding in your face. Just don't clean up. Or that. Are you new?
I heard the gourmets hiding out somewhere in Skyrim. You know, fella who wrote that.
Hard to tell. You all know you'll look the same and sound the same.
All right, Isra. You've got us all here. Now, what do you want?
Hold it right there.
What are you doing?
Making sure you're not vampires. Can't be too careful.
You've got to be kidding me.
So, welcome to Fort Dawnguard. I'm sure you've heard a bit of what we're up against. Powerful vampires, unlike anything we've seen before. And they have an Elder Scroll.
Don't look at me.
If anyone is going to stand in their way, it's going to be us.
This is all well and good, but do we actually know anything about what they're doing? What do we do now?
We'll get to that. For now, get acquainted with the space. Soreen, you'll find room to start your tinkering on that crossbow design you've been working on. Gunmar, there's an area large enough for you to pen up some trolls. Get them armored up and ready for use.
Pen up some
In the
trolls.
meantime, we're going to get to the bottom of why a vampire showed up here looking for you. Let's go have a little chat, shall we?
What? What? Looking for who? I mean, I've killed some on the way here, and... He's up there. I might as well go upstairs. I am... perplexed. Looking for who? For Jareen and Gunmar? Or...
Gunmar, do you think I could borrow a troll?
Why?
Well, I need to do some testing on this new...
And then when you said
Thinking a lot
checking if you're not vampires coming in here, I was going to make a joke that a vampire's already been in here,
I've gone through.
Fine. You could have just...
and you hadn't even noticed. And I was gonna have a good chuckle about that, but you've completely blindsided me that one's come in here and... Who? I've fought many...
This vampire showed up while you were away. I'm guessing it's the one you found in Dim Hollow Crypt. Says it's got something really important to say to you. So let's hear it.
That vampire, it has got an Elder Scroll. I'm assuming, despite your tone, that is the only reason why she's still alive. I'll take it from here, not you all let me.
You probably weren't expecting to see me again.
I wasn't. I'm kind of pleased to see that glow of yours. Yeah,
You probably
Missed
weren't
it.
expecting to see me again.
obviously on about the golden one on your back. What are you doing here?
I'd rather not be here either, but I needed to talk to you. It's important, so please just listen before your friend here loses his patience. Well, it's about me, and the Elder Scroll that was buried with me.
So what about the scroll?
The reason I had it, and why I was down there. It all comes back to my father.
Go
I'm
on.
guessing you figured this part out already, but my father's not exactly a good person, even by vampire standards. He wasn't always like that, though. There was a turn. He stumbled onto this obscure prophecy and just kind of lost himself in it.
What do you mean lost himself? Did he read it? I mean, there's a prophecy involving me, though I'm going to mention it to you, though. Merlin's words, when he recounted it back to me, still ring true. What was it? It's going about all these events, and the world it awakes, and the wheel turns upon the last Dragonborn. So as if I was to dwell on that any more than I have already, I'd lose myself in that. But what do you mean, lost himself?
He just became absorbed. Obsessed. He was kind of sick, actually. The prophecy said that vampires would no longer need to fear the sun. For someone who fancied himself as vampire royalty, that's pretty seductive. Anyway, my mother and I didn't feel like inviting a war with all of Tamriel, so we tried to stop him. That's why I was sealed away with the scroll.
And so you went back to him with that scroll, sat down, presumably dined with him, and a day or so later you're back here. You took a big risk coming here, Serana. Don't know whether to admire it or not. Although you being here with that scroll is a lot better than you being there with that scroll. I could have said that before I even know what's just happened.
I did. But something about you makes me think I can trust you. I hope I'm not wrong.
I'm not going to answer that question. You want us to help you?
That was the plan, yes. Assuming the rest of them can trust a vampire. Come on, I'll need you to help convince them.
Gosh, I'll keep an eye on her.
All right, you've heard what it has to say. Now tell me, is there any reason I shouldn't kill this blood-sucking fiend right now?
I'm considering it, you know. I am considering it. Though if we're going to siege that fortress they have, that castle, no one knows fortifications, the secret tunnels, the weak spots of that place better than her. I think we're going to need her help, even if just to formulate a plan to take down a family home. I mean, at the minute, that's the only value I'm looking at. I'm only looking at face value in that sense, but there could be more to it than that. I say we spare her for now, although the torture stuff you've got in there, then we can use that at some point if we absolutely have to.
Why? Because of that story about the prophecy about some vampire trying to put the sun out?
Oh, Tony!
Do you actually believe any of that?
Not saying I do. Let's just entertain the idea.
Who knows? Maybe it has a death wish. Maybe it's just insane. I don't really care. It can stay for now. But if it so much as lays a finger on anyone here, I'll hold you responsible. Got it? You hear me? Don't feel like a guest, because you're not. You're a resource. You're an asset. In the meantime, don't make me regret my sudden outburst of tolerance and generosity. Because if you do, your friend here is going to pay for it.
Thank you for your kindness. I'll remember it the next time I'm feeling hungry. So, in case you didn't notice the giant thing on my back, I have the Elder Scroll with me. Whatever it says, it will have something that can help us stop my father. But of course, neither of us can read it.
My working relationship with you now is going to be based off Isran's words there. You're an asset. So who can read that Elder Scroll, Serana?
Well, the Moth Priests are the only ones I've heard of who can do it. They spend years preparing before they start reading, though. Not that it helps us anyway, because they're all half a continent away. In Cyrodiil.
Well, you don't want to know what happened the last time I tried to go to Cyrodiil.
A few days ago. I was staking out the road when I saw him pass by. Maybe that's your Moth Priest.
Do you know where he's staying now?
No, and I'm not going to waste men looking. We're fighting a war against your kind, and I intend to win it. You want to find him? Try talking to anyone who'd meet a traveler. Innkeepers and carriage drivers in the big cities, maybe. But you're on your own.
Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place. Any idea how you're going to find a Moth Priest? Skyrim's a pretty big place.
How I'm going to find a Moth Priest? I think you should open this up first, actually. Do you have any ideas about how we are going to find a Moth Priest? I'm not going to let that Elder Scroll out of my sight as long as I have a say in it.
Well, back before the College of Winterhold was the first place I'd think to go for any kind of magic or historical thing.
I am due to go back.
Wizards know about all kinds of things that people probably shouldn't know about. Actually, now that I think of it, I'm going to come along with you. I've been really wanting to get out and explore a bit.
You know what? Sure, you bring that Elder Scroll out with me. I suppose you're open to talking a bit more now. What do you know about the Elder Scroll on your back?
I mean, as much as anyone. Not a lot. You'd figure a couple 100 years locked away with one would have given me some insight, but no. Turns out you don't learn much from just sleeping with something.
I can read between the lines. I've been round the block more than a couple of times, but let's keep this strictly business, Serana. I guess we've got to keep looking for that moth priest, then.
I guess so.
Yeah, look at a little bit of frustration in your eyes. Were you always a vampire then? Or was there a point in your life where you made the switch, so to speak?
That's a long story.
Well, it's a shame that we don't have much time then, do we? It's the middle of the night, Serana. It might be daytime for you, but for me, I'll probably be going to bed soon anyway. I want to hear it.
I guess we kind of have to go way back, to the very beginning. Do you know where vampirism came from?
No. I don't know much about it, to be honest. I had it once. I'm not going to say that to you yet, though. But I don't know much about it, no. Where did it come from?
The first vampire came from Molig Bal. She was not a willing subject, but she was still the first. Molig Bal is a powerful Daedric lord, and his will is made reality.
I'm familiar with
For
him.
those willing to subjugate themselves, he will still bestow the gift, but they must be powerful in their own right before earning his trust.
Do you regret becoming a vampire?
Nobody's ever asked me that before. I don't know. I think mostly I hate what it's done to my family.
I hate what it did to me, so I can empathize that.
Well, you've met most of us. My father's not exactly the most stable, and eventually he drove my mother crazy with him. And it all ended with me being locked underground for who knows how long. It's definitely been a bad thing, on the whole.
Yeah. Do you ever think about curing yourself, Serana?
A cure? Why even think of it that way?
Because it's
I
a
can't
disease.
think of any reason I'd want to lose this gift. Especially after what I did to get it. It may have driven my family apart, but I'm still here, and I'm alive. I won't give this up.
After what you did to get it. Once again, you're inviting more questions than answers. Carriage drivers. Ask-it-ins. Anyone who's had traffic on the road, anyone who knows the traffic on the road, would have sight of it, would have talked to it, would have interacted with it, would have heard of it. Would have heard of it would be people in the inns with the rumours. Would have seen it, interacted with it, carriage drivers. I'm off to Riften. And either way, on that way to Riften, I'll either talk to a carriage driver to find out what I need to find out, or I'll be talking to an innkeeper. Got something you want to say to me, Serana?